Hey everybody, it's Donovan with the Community Wood Project again. I just wanted to go through a quick wood thing so everybody kind of knows what's available around here and what to expect. Also coming to learn not everyone has actually been on firewood as a source or a primary source or a backup source of heat. Some things about building a fire. First of all, heat does not come from the flame. Heat comes from a bed of coals. So when you start a fire, you actually want to start more of what they consider to be a grandmother's fire, which is smaller pieces, like these. Build a fire with a whole bunch of these, and it'll get a bed of coals quickly that then this can go on top of, and now you're making heat quickly. First thing you're gonna have to end up doing is heating up your stove. So it depends on what kind of wood stove you have, how long that takes, and a few other things. And once you have a bed of coals, now you're managing a bed of coals. So you'll notice in most of our deliveries, things are different sizes. Because during the day, you only want a small fire to keep it going, especially if you have any solar gain at all. As you get later into the day, you might move into something longer, or if your stove can handle it, even something, this is obviously a little bit long, but something even longer to start spreading the fire out so that over the course of the night, you actually have a little bit bigger bed of coals, and then moving into larger pieces that are gonna obviously burn a little bit slower. What you can do if you don't have large enough pieces or you're trying to get a longer burn time out of your wood, in order for wood to combust, it needs air. So if you remove the air from the pieces that you put in there, then suddenly that is going to burn slower than it would if it was all spread out and there was plenty of air. The flame and the combustion of the wood actually starts coming from the pyrolysis of the gases that are contained in it for people that are into gasification. So that's how you do it. Start with little bitty pieces, put some of these middle pieces on there, build a great big blazing hot fire, get your wood stove going, get a bed of coals going so you have heat. From heat, manage heat. Some things to know about the wood that's around here. Let's start with the two hard ones, which is going to be a pinyon and juniper. Pinyon is always super knotty. It's really hard to split. It's a pain in the butt. This is real. Your best pinyon is going to be pinyon that's this diameter or maybe a little bit bigger that you don't have to split. That stuff is dreamy. Anything from about this big around and smaller. This has got about a 30 or a 40% higher BTU than the spruce or the fir that we normally will burn. So this is great during February, colder months, nights, things like that. But it's hard to split. So you got to find the right sizes. It's really good to scavenge this stuff because it's everywhere. But it's similar to applewood. It's our form of applewood. This is juniper, which we see everywhere. It grows really straight. It looks really pretty. We make posts out of it and all kinds of fun things. This is also a similar applewood BTU. So it's a really good wood. The challenge with this wood though, is that the dust structure of it is super angular. So it's really bad for your lungs. So if you're processing a bunch of this, you want to be wearing a face mask or something to protect your respiratory system, because this one's super harsh on the respiratory system to process. So same thing, things that are in, this big around and smaller become really functional because it's a really dense heat and it lasts for a while. Two primary woods you see around here is going to be a spruce, I call it Engelmann spruce, but it's a spruce and then a fir. And the essential difference between the two is this thing is really stringy. It's always super heavy and it tends to be a little bit moist. And so we have one of these handy dandy moisture meters. Like this piece of fir is coming in at 10.4% moisture. That piece of spruce, which obviously is super dry, is coming in at 11. Let's see what this one comes in at. It's a little bit knotty. That one's coming in at 11 too. That spruce in my world is a little bit green. It's not the greatest, but here's the thing, is if you have a good bed of coals going and you're trying to go for a long-term burn at night, those slightly heavier, slightly more moist pieces of wood are going to burn slower, so they will burn longer. As you find them, just set them off to the side, so when it starts getting cold and you need the fire to burn longer because you're tired of getting up the second time to go pee, so you're not cold in the morning, start burning those and you'll find the heat lasts way longer. So the other thing to keep in mind is splitting kindling. Like a piece like this just makes kindling creation super simple. It splits up nice. It's not a huge piece. It's got one little knot in it, but it's not bad. This, on the other hand, if you try to hand split that, it's going to be a nightmare. These knots create all kinds of weird things inside the wood that aren't going to want to split right. It's just, you want to burn this in one big chunk. Same thing, this one, it's got 2 big knots in it. Can you split it? Sure. It's going to split into 2 pieces, and then you're hopefully not going to cut yourself when you try to split that one. And it's just what's real. For those of you that are gardeners, sometimes you'll see this. As much as you're like, that's junk wood. Yeah, you're right. It definitely got a little dry, rotted out in the middle. Here's the upside, is that's mycelium. That's mycelium that's already acclimated to where we are, and the wood that you have debris of in your yard after you burn firewood. So I would collect these is what I do. I throw them back in the pile, mix it up, I throw some water on it periodically, and I just let the mycelium do what mycelium does and start making more soil. So I'd kind of celebrate these when you see them instead of being disappointed. We actually throw them in there kind of on purpose and say you're welcome. The last piece of wood that you see around here, most people don't necessarily love it, is cottonwood. It's got a super heavy grain in it. It's usually big, it's always heavy. A lot of times it's rotted out. It's hard to find decent cottonwood around here. It's like aspen. It's just super light. It's like balsa wood kind of. Doesn't contain a lot of BTUs, but it does burn. It does make heat. Makes a lot of ash. Some people say it makes a lot of smoke and stinks. I don't know. My flue works. I don't ever smell it. No big deal to me. And I think that's really it. Like, that's a lowdown on how to do it and what to do and why we make wood in different sizes. I'm not trying to make an art project. I don't want it to look pretty in a stack in your front yard. Sorry, that's dumb. What do you do with a piece of wood that's this big? You split it. Do you really want to split wood? You just bought wood, so you didn't have to split it. You're gonna have to make kindling, but come on. Some of that stuff's just a little bit big and ridiculous. So that's why we do what we do. Everybody have a great day. Thanks.